Okay, let's fast forward. Fast forward past that. They end up. They have the soul searching moment. Let's fast forward past that. Okay, they get to a point where they have to sit there and figure out how to get, this droid off someplace else. And basically, they end up at a place where it's like the Mos Eisley Cantina. All right, except
no one gets shot this time.
Yeah, nobody has shot this time. Nobody has threatened. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I did notice that.
Even though they know Han Solo.
Yeah, they sit there, they walk in, Han Solo, and everybody effing stops.
Everybody stops, puts on the brakes.
Yeah, music stops.
It was almost like everyone was like, "Wait, does he owe me money?"
Exactly.
Or do I know somebody that he owes money to that I can go ahead and kill him and his dog and take their carcasses over to go ahead and cash in?
Oh, Chewie.
Chewie fans down below.
No, Chewie was great.
Oh, Chewie was awesome.
All right, Chewie was great.
It's just the way you said it, though.
But just say it, all right? So, yeah, they go ahead, they do the whole mysticism thing. They foreshadow that Rey and Finn are meant for bigger things, right? Long story short, while they're there, both the Resistance and the First Order
they
get alerted that, hey, look, the droid you're looking
here.
for is right here. It is like calling the Crips and the Bloods together for a fucking barbecue at a park with fucked up barbecue pits and messed up basketball hoops, all right? Look, we're right next to the corner of fucking Normandy and Florence, all right? So we know what we're talking about, all right?
Yes.
So, yeah, that basically, who shows up first? Blood show up first, all right? Stormtroopers jump out. Big battle. Kidnap Rey.
Shit is being destroyed. Okay, they kidnap her.
Yeah.
All right.
Things are looking really bleak. All of a sudden, the Crips roll up. Pop, 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 pop. On all the stormtroopers are left behind. All right.
And they're like the greatest pilot.
Greatest pilot.
He survives.
Yeah. He sits there and he goes through this video game like COD kill streak. All right. 13 in one pass. Looks like he's game genieing it through the fucking scene. All right.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, that's a bot. That's not a fucking pilot. That's a bot. Right. And well, all of a sudden, so Han and Finn and Chewie, they meet up with the rest of the Resistance, and that's when they go ahead and they reintroduce General Leia.
Yeah.
All right. And you find out, even though it hasn't been said explicitly, that Kylo Ren is Han's son. It is Han and Leia's son.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Now, this is where it got really entertaining for me. All right. Okay. So, Kylo has kidnapped Rey, and he's got her strapped to a chair. It's very, very reminiscent to the whole droid scene with Darth Vader and Princess Leia on the ship, right? And he's sitting there. They're having this repartee going back and forth, and she's like, "I'm not going to talk to a monster." And he removes his helmet, and you see, no, Han is a person underneath the helmet, all right, with really beautiful fucking hair, all right?
Yeah. He was basically the missing person to One Direction.
He's a walking VO5 commercial.
Yes. All right.
Fabio in Star Wars. That's just basically it.
But with dark hair.
With dark hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. But so turns out, hey, he's not a monster. He's a human, just like the rest of the First Order. They're all fucking humans underneath the helmets, right?
There was a beauty comparison between him and her at that point.
Yeah. I was kind of confused. Who's prettier? All right. And then he sits there and he tells her, I can get
I can take the information.
I can take the information from you, right? And they spend 3 minutes
Oh,
where
my.
he is doing this. Straightening, and she's straightening back.
That took way too long.
Yeah.
And at that moment, I started to giggle.
I heard you giggling.
And that giggling turned into laughter. Because I couldn't believe that they were going to spend 3 to 4 fucking minutes building suspense, full soundtrack in the background.
The thing about it was there was no. Okay, look, if they would have had like images,
yeah,
fine.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but it was
just them two.
3 to 4 minutes of building suspense, full soundtrack, twitching hands, twitching eyebrows and shit for shit that we used to do in grade school.
Yep.
Then, instead of him taking all the information from her, she is inside his head. Okay, wait. Now, this was a more disconnections, and we'll get to that in a minute. But it's just the fact that, okay, she's starting to get into this head. So what does that entail? What does that mean? That means that she must have some strength within the Force.
And maybe she's Force sensitive. Maybe she's gifted. All right. Maybe she's more than all the other snowflake kids on the playground or Jakku. You know. It was one of those things where it was just like, well, wow, all right, I'd seen the spoilers,
Mm-hmm.
but even if not seeing the spoilers, it was kind of obvious. It was like, yeah, there is something about this chick. All right, she is not just another pretty face
Okay.
that they're plastering up all around. All right, obviously she's one of the main characters and she's going to be one of the heroes, and it's called The Force Awakens. You know,
True.
it's one of those things where you put 2 and 2 together.
Mm-hmm.
It looks pretty obvious.
Yeah.
All right. So we have Kylo Ren, who, spoilers, turns out to be the last disciple of
Luke Skywalker.
Right? So this is the last disciple of Luke Skywalker. So he's trained in the Force. All right. We don't know if he's finished his discipleship or whatnot, but he's trained in the Force. All right. And obviously, you know, he's royalty. He's the son of Princess Leia and Han Solo. So he knows about all of this stuff, and he knows the stories, and he knows that they're true, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what does he do? He completely leaves the fucking cell with one
stormtrooper.
Yeah.
Let's think about that for a second. He leaves someone who's strong with the Force with one stormtrooper in an open cell, really.
Yeah.
So she does the Jedi mind trick. Now, she has no training in the Force. None. No training. Luke at least had fucking Obi-Wan and Yoda.
Yeah.
With the first 2 movies.
Even at that point, having both of those two as trainers,
He still wasn't
mind tricking anybody.
Right. He didn't mind trick anybody until the fucking Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
That's the first time he ever actually fucking did it. But you have her, strapped up, and it's like, wait a minute, this is not going to work, is it? Someone's going to come in and bust her out. Please let someone else come in and bust her out.
That would have at least been believable.
Right. They would have found her, they would have busted out, so on. Okay.
And you find out in the interim that part of the plan, you know, when they go ahead and they found out about the base and everything else where she's at, is to go ahead and bust her out.
Yes.
So
Okay. That would have made that would have made sense. More sense than what actually happened.
Mm-hmm.
She Jedi mind tricks this fucking stormtrooper into fucking releasing her shackles, leaving the gun behind, and letting her go.
You will release me from these shackles, and you'll leave the room unlocked.
Oh, by the way, you drop your weapon.
Kylo Ren returns, and she's gone. Why isn't there a whole fucking alert? Why?
Mm-hmm.
When Kylo went to his master, if this girl is who she says who you say she is, then bring her to me. She is running loose around this whole complex, and there's not a big ass alert. She's She has the Force in her.
And here was my thing. All right. He knows that he's somewhere on the ship. All right. And his exact words was this: the longer she's loose on this ship, the stronger she's going to get.
Yeah. The longer that she's
There
free.
was no red alert.
Yeah.
There was no all hands on deck.
No.
There was no find this chick now.
Yeah.
And even if they would have did that, they probably would have sent groups of 2 everywhere.
Yeah. Well, no, actually, we saw that they were sending a patrol of 6, but they were
and
neatly
here's
marching in
another-
a line.
Wait, here's another thing. He senses Han Solo on this thing.
Yeah.
Once again, no fucking alert. You know Han Solo. You know his history. You know he's your father. He's dangerous. He's a smuggler, and
He's a legend by this time.
And we all know why he's here.
you know why he's there by now. It's not to be join the dark side of the Force.
Yeah.
Join the fucking no. He's there to either destroy that shit or to release shit or disable
Whatever
something.
it is, it's something,
You don't want.
Yeah.
Yes.
No. So fast forward a little bit more. All right.
Do we have to?
Well, actually, we're coming to the end
I
of the
know,
movie
I
now.
know.
So, I mean, fast forward a little bit more. It turns out that basically the big base that they're coming at is another bigger version of the Death Star. It's called the Star Killer. Okay, they show the Death Star is this, and then the Star Killer is all of this. All right.
Yeah, it's
You
all
know,
big and shit.
Basically, it's a planet that depletes
Hefty,
suns.
hefty, hefty. Whippy, whippy, whippy.
Or, where's the beef?
Star
Star Killer. All right. But
yeah.
so they have the Star Killer, and basically it's an upgraded 2.0 version of the Death Star, and once again they find out, okay, the only way we can go, we have a chance is to go ahead and to destroy this power converter.
There's always
reflux
one
thing,
fucking
right?
area that they have to
You know?
destroy or something like that will disable it or they'll
And
blow
for
it
some
up.
reason, it's always on the surface
Yeah, and
of their biggest weapon.
And the funny thing is that you sit there and when they actually send the Resistance fleet to go down to Starkiller base and find this area, this port, right? You sit there, they're in the mountains, so it's all snow white except this building,
area, yeah.
which is
Big black
which is
monolith
black.
of a building.
yeah, big
It
black
looks like a
monolith
big ass
building.
mole on somebody's face.
Yeah.
It's just
Not
it's-
just a mole, but it's got the service tunnels pretty much
yeah,
making an
and
X. All right.
shoot here.
Yes, it's like a big fucking target.
Yeah.
Long story short. So they start bombarding the crap out of it. All of a sudden, the rest of the First Order shows up. Where they were at the whole rest of the
Prior
movie
to this.
is mind-boggling. All right. It turns out that they can't get through. They're not going to be able to do this from the outside. So Han and Chewie go in. They've got this bag full of explosives. All right. They reunite with Rey, and they're like, all right, we've got bags of explosives. We're going to go in there. We're going to set these explosives up, and hopefully that'll give these people a fighting chance, right? Han walks into this area. He starts setting up explosives all over the place, and enter Kylo Ren. Okay,
And Han sees him
Han sees him,
and engages him.
and he engages on top of this huge suspended bridge that's millions of stories high in this exhaust shaft, right?
Sound
Have
familiar?
you seen this before?
Yeah,
I
sound
don't
familiar?
know. A couple of times, actually.
Yeah, I think so. All right. Except there was just no. You're not my father.
Because it was.
Yeah. So Han goes ahead and he confronts Kylo, and they have the whole. There's good in you. Come back. I can sense good in you. You're my son. They have the whole plea and everything, and right then and there, I knew what was going to happen. Kylo Ren, he sits there. He goes, I'm being torn apart. I need help. And are you willing to do anything for me?
Mhm.
Han says yes. Kylo takes out his lightsaber. Goes like this, like he's handing it to Han.
Mhm.
And puts his hand on it.
Yeah.
Starts to tug, and it's not going into place. We all know what happens. Kylo sits there, plunges the lightsaber into him.
Instant Han shish kebab.
Yeah, hand shish kebab. All right. Yep.
No.
Says thank you, crying Sith.
And then he chucks him off the gantry. He falls into the exhaust port.
And everyone screams no. Chewie roars. Leia feels him.
Yep. You know, at that moment in time, Chewie rears up and
he goes ballistic.
Okay.
he shoots.
All right.
Shoots
This is one of
first.
this is one of Chewie's finer moments.
Yes. All right.
All right. Where he lays waste to pretty much everybody in the room.
He didn't care at that point.
Okay.
No.
It was reminiscent of back when I was playing Kingdom Hearts 2. And Mickey thought Goofy died.
You know, I was thinking,
And pissed Mickey went on a rampage and was just laying people out.
You don't take out the top three. Donald, Goofy, or Mickey.
No.
You don't fuck with the top three.
And it was really reminiscent of that. So I'm sitting here and I'm watching Chewie just lay waste to these people without even really trying at this point.
He even hit Kylo Ren.
yeah.
He wounded him.
Yeah.
You know, Chewie shoots him in the gut, and every other, you know, stormtrooper that rushed out into that area where they all decided to come out the woodwork at that moment in time, right?
Mm-hmm.
They all came in with, you know, targets on him because he shot each and every one that popped up, right? It was like a shooting gallery for Chewie.
Yeah, Chewie had auto aim.
Oh yeah.
You know, he was running a bot too. All
He was
right.
modding.
Yeah. So basically, because of the, you know, right when he sees that, Chewie starts shooting everything up. He gets to the high ground. He sets off all the bombs. It blows a hole into the thing, and it allows the resistance fighters to go in there and start blowing shit up.
It allows specifically the world's greatest pilot.
Yeah.
One of the greatest pilots in the galaxy to fly up in there and
fly back out.
On a side note, did Poe Dameron remind you of the angry video game nerd?
I love the nerd. Love the
He
nerd.
reminded me of the angry video game.
Really?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
All right. Just saying. All
I
right.
didn't really see that, but hey, love the nerd, by the way.
Take the glasses off of James Rolfe and give him black hair, some black hair. All right. Okay. But all right. So blows up everything, and then all hell breaks loose. The whole place starts exploding. Right.
And then
Meanwhile,
outside.
yeah, Rey and Finn run out trying to get to the Millennium Falcon. When lo and behold, what happens?
They are stopped by Kylo Ren.
Yep.
And here is probably the worst moment in this movie as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
And that's only because Kylo Ren should have been able to kill both of these two within a matter of
He
seconds.
forces her away, and then Finn challenges him with the lightsaber. Now, Kylo's wounded. I understand that. All right, fine. However, Finn has no knowledge of the Force. He should not have been able to wield the lightsaber in contention with Kylo Ren at this time. Plus, Kylo force choke. That's it.
Yeah,
Or forced him into a tree.
and also considering that Finn, you know, not only did he not want to shoot anybody during his first combat mission on the planet Jakku, but we also find out is a janitor. All right.
Custodian.
Yeah.
A stormtrooper that was a custodian.
Wow.
No one's getting killed by the guy holding the mop.
Yeah.
Well, wait. What about Akeem in Coming to America?
Well,
Okay, I digress.
yeah, you know. I didn't see Sam Jackson, you know, asking anybody for the money out of the register. So I don't think that was going to happen.
Okay, back on point. You see this Jedi duel.
Yeah.
And okay, Finn, he goes down, he gets, you know, sliced or whatever, and next thing you know, the lightsaber goes off, and Kylo Ren is using the Force to get the lightsaber. But what happens next kind of puzzles me. The lightsaber comes toward him, but he moves out of the way, and it goes straight to Ren. To Rey.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait a minute, the lightsaber came towards you. Why did you fucking grab it? Or it went to her, used the Force, and call it back. She's not that fucking trained in the Force. She can't be. Next thing you know, another duel ensues, and next thing you know, she gets the best of them. I'm like, wait a minute, look. All that was missing was flashbacks of Yoda and maybe Qui-Gon or Luke or Obi-Wan, while her eyes was closed. And I'm like, wait a second here. No!
Mm-hmm.
There's no way. Okay, Kylo Ren, once again, wounded, but there's no fucking way he should have lost this. Or even lost the upper hand. There's no fucking way this should have happened. She should have got wounded. Then the planet should have separated.
Yeah. You know what? It felt better if she would have lost a hand, too.
True.
Yeah, but I think that's probably something that's going to happen, you know. Somebody's going to...
What, the second one?
Well,
somebody's got to lose a hand.
Yeah, somebody's going to be running around, you know.
It's a staple in these movies.
Well, Luke still
Somebody's
has
gotta
his, and he's going to show up in the second movie. And speaking of Luke, we'll get to him in a bit.
Yes, we will. All right, so basically what happens is that Rey and Finn, well, Rey defeats Kylo Ren. Surprise, surprise, she wins. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't be a surprise.
They got away. I'm going to put it that way.
They're the good guys.
She didn't win. It was basically them cashing in off Chewie's Money in the Bank.
Not only was it Money in the Bank, but she was number 30 in the Royal Rumble.
Right? Yeah. Chewie did all the fucking work, and they picked up the residue. That's what happened.
Okay. All right. That's the only way that we can justify it.
Yes.
But even then, I was just really kind of surprised how discreet the destruction of the planet was.
Right.
You know, because they were able to sit there, run around, and find and carry people away and embrace and everything without everything blowing up. Yeah. But yeah, Star Killer destroyed. Okay, they head back to the Resistance base. They find out.
Let's go back to
don't know how the hell they got off that planet.
Wait a minute, that's another thing too. When the Star Killer actually was being destroyed, it actually turns into the sun while these ships were flying away. The gravitational pull alone, unless these motherfuckers went the light speed out, they all would have got sucked into this thing and would have got fried. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That should have happened.
Yeah.
All right, scientists, down below.
Yep.
Yeah, we want an explanation for that shit if there is one.
Yeah.
There's one.
Then what happens is that they go ahead, they end up back in the Resistance base.
Mm-hmm.
They have BB-8. He's got a portion of a map to find Luke, and then all of a sudden,
R2-D2 was asleep.
Yeah.
Through this whole fucking movie until that moment, R2 mysteriously wakes up.
You know, and he's got the rest of the map. You know, basically.
Yeah, it was a 2-part map that led to Luke Skywalker.
R2-D2 and BB-8, they play a version of "Save Me, Luke Skywalker. You're my only hope in stereo."
Obi-Wan.
All right.
You're my only hope. The Luke Skywalker version.
And then they go ahead and they blast off to find Luke. And they find Luke.
Which Leia and Ren had Rey had the biggest hug.
Yeah, you know.
I'm like, let go. This hug is too long. Let go. There's no tears. Come on, let fucking go.
You know, she didn't.
There was no word said.
She didn't even say hi to.
Exactly.
Hi to
and after she left, may the force be with you.
Yeah, you know, but okay, they go ahead. They travel out. They follow the map. They find the planet in the system. No, they find the island in the sea, on the planet, in the system, in the system.
Sounds like a song.
Yes.
Yes.
I know what you're thinking.
In the hiding place that Luke Skywalker built.
Should there be a campfire?
What's up?
We should have a campfire when you do
yeah,
this.
something like that. But that you'd end up with like 12 verses.
Yeah.
Sorry, 50 minutes. All right. So they go ahead. They find the place where Luke has been hiding. They go on a Rey pretty much goes on a vision quest. Goes up to the temple. All right. She finds Luke. We see Luke. All right. We see what what his part in the movie is. What Mark Hamill's part in the movie. The very big secret that they had to keep under wraps. All right. What was so important. What he's actually doing in this movie. Okay. Rey goes ahead, sees him. He turns around,
removes his cloak,
removes his hood. She reaches into her bag, pulls out his lightsaber, goes like this. We get
for like 5 fucking minutes.
We get big panoramic view, helicopter shot of everything going on, and
credits.
Yeah.
No, the video's not over yet. Damn it.
Luke says
nothing. Now wait a minute. It would have even made it even more dramatic if she would have pulled out lightsaber, did this, and Luke would have called it with the Force and held it and lit it up. Something even more symbolic. But there was nothing. There was no words. There was no actions. There was just him turning around, doing a couple of motions. I wonder how much he made by doing that. I want that fucking job.
All
damn
of
it.
it.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Ugh.
I want you to show up and stand in this spot right
Yeah.
here.
You don't have to say a damn word.
Stand on that X. Turn when we tell you.
Remove your hood and just look.
And that's it.
Oh yeah, that helicopter out there. Don't mind that.
He didn't say anything. That was the
No.
whole thing. I mean, it was.
He didn't even do anything but a
That
turn and a
bugged
remove.
everybody. Just the fact that there was no words.
Look, I understand the movie was running long, and that there's gonna be
Yeah, but
two
at
other
least
ones.
something-
At least.
a
A one-liner would have been enough for all of us.
Yes.
I've been expecting you.
You
Or
have something that belongs
Yeah.
to me.
And take it by force.
I
or-
knew you were coming.
Yeah.
or even more, like something that might reflect a little bit.
Let me
deeper,
complete your training.
or something like
You're late.
Ah!
you're a lot taller than what I expected.
Ah!
I mean, there are
Anything.
a billion things he could have said.
She could at least kneel down.
No, I'm
Fuck that. I'm
not-
going that far.
I'm not bothered so much about that. I'm bothered more of the fact that
It's
it's
the
like,
it's the greatest Jedi in history.
yeah, but he said nothing.
She could kneel to him like
The last living Jedi
right.
in the universe.
Mhm. I thought he was only legend. Well, he's not a legend. He's right here. Kneel
Right here
on your knee, and then offer him the lightsaber because it's his, and then he take it by force.
But instead, we get
Just words after the whole freaking shadow coming toward the screen, and then space stars and words and
Yep.
and dun, 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 dun. That's all, folks. That's it.
Yeah.
Disconnections aside, most of us were okay. All three of us were entertained by the movie, but there could have been way more to it. There are a lot of disconnections to it, in my opinion.